So Odysseus was obviously an adaptation. It was heavily criticized. I thought that they did a great job. To your point earlier, it's making people kind of go back and look at some of these more classic stories. So I came up with my top 5 list of stories from the classical era that I think deserve a movie.
Oh, this will be great.
Odysseus era stories that I think are well worth a movie because they have, a universal theme, and I think that they would make a great film today.
That's awesome. All right, Jeff, do you have any honorable mentions this week?
No honorable mentions, is just
okay,
a straight top.
Let's get right into it. Number 5.
Okay, the Siege of Tyre. So this is Alexander the Great, and he reaches the island city of Tyre, whose inhabitants believe their walls and surrounding sea make them untouchable. Alexander responds by ordering his soldiers to build an enormous causeway through the ocean, while Tyre's defenders invent increasingly horrifying ways to stop them. This is a siege thriller, an escalating battle between human ingenuity, obsession, impossible geography, a lot like 300. It's got Alexander the Great. I think that would make an amazing movie.
Dude, that would be awesome. Number 4.
Okay, number 4. This, I don't know that many people know this character, but it's and I might be saying her name wrong, but Boudica's Rebellion. I'm just gonna go with Boudica.
Yep.
Correct me in the comments. After the Romans seize her kingdom, and I love this because it's a female-powered story. After the Romans seize her kingdom, flog Boudica, and assault her daughters, the queen unites several British tribes and drives Rome off the island. Her forces destroy entire Roman cities before the empire finally corners her army. This has got a little bit of Braveheart in it, but it's a ferocious revenge story that transforms into a tragedy about rage, leadership, and the price that civilians pay for rebellion.
Yeah.
I think that would be an amazing movie.
Yeah. Kate Blanchett is going to kick ass in that movie. Yeah. Okay. Number 3.
Number 3, again, this might not be somebody you know, but this is a Scorsese film. Alcibiades was handsome, charismatic. This is the rise and fall of Alcibiades, which is why we give it to Scorsese. He's great at like the rise and fall of like evil kind of characters. So he was handsome, charismatic, brilliant, reckless, possibly the most dangerous man in ancient Greece. He betrayed Athens for Sparta, betrayed Sparta for Persia, and then returned to Athens as a hero only to be betrayed himself. So this is the talented Mr. Ripley as a war epic, charming political shapeshifter who survives every disaster except for himself.
Fabulous. Okay, number 2.
Number 2, now we're getting into people that we know, and I kind of can't believe movies haven't been made about it. Maybe they have, but they're not mainstream enough. So these are gifts for you writers out there. The assassination of Julius Caesar from Brutus's perspective. So rather than another Caesar biopic, we tell the story through Brutus, a principled man convinced that murdering his friend is the only way to save the Republic. He succeeds in killing Caesar and immediately discovers that the assassination has destroyed everything he wanted to protect. That's a political tragedy about how intelligent people justify unforgivable acts. It's a wonderful tragedy. I think that Brutus is often overlooked and he's reduced to et tu, Brute. This was a hard decision that Brutus made, and I think his story is worthy of a movie.
Awesome. Okay. All right, so number 1.
Number 1, The Trial and Death of Socrates.
Yes.
Athens put its most irritating philosopher on trial for corrupting the youth and disrespecting the gods. Socrates could probably save himself just by apologizing, flattering the jury, or fleeing, but instead he turns his own trial into one final lesson about truth, pride, and integrity. This is a courtroom drama where the defendant is deliberately making his own situation worse because he refuses to compromise. It's a courtroom drama. It's part The Green Mile. The Trial and Death of Socrates would be an amazing movie. There's a lot of great options to play Socrates. This could be Russell Crowe. It's probably good. It probably would be Russell Crowe at this stage of his life. He's gotten pretty large. But The Trial and Death of Socrates, I think, is my number 1.
Wow, that's a great list. I would watch every single one of those movies.
Yeah. Any classical stories you like, Josh, that you would also like to see?
Jeff, the one that I have always wanted to see is I want to see the fall of Rome during Nero's time.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Nero could be played as a great anti-hero.
Sure, he'd have to.
There's a lot of things about Nero that I think were misunderstood, but I think that would be great. You could have epic set pieces as they destroy Rome. But it didn't happen in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day. It didn't fall in a day either.
Yeah.
And you could talk about the crumbling of the empire. That would be great. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot to mine there. Maybe this will spark a resurgence.
My friend Jessica Runk and I almost did not an adaptation, but just a telling of the Vestal Virgins. There were these women who guarded the flame of Vesta, and it was said that when the flame burned out, that would be the end of Rome. And they had power within Roman society. They had power that no other women had. I just think that would be a fantastic kind of group of people to base a story around. So for sure, another one that I think would be great. Anyway, Josh, that's my top 5 list. Again, as always, the list that nobody asked for, but they should. This I think was a good one.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.